Hanging on the wall there, John, is a painting we've discussed many times. It's a painting you like very much. It's called Mass in a Cabin. It's by, who's it by?
Aloysius O'Kelly.
Aloysius O'Kelly. So do you want to talk about the painting once again?
Aloysius painted that about 1890. I love it because it shows the practice of the Catholic faith in humble times, and this was in what's called a cabin. It would have been a thatched house in Connemara in about 1890, over 100 years ago. And you can see young and old, men and women, older folk and younger folk, and children of about maybe 10 or 11, all gathered there to hear Holy Mass celebrated by the priest in the home. That took place in many a home throughout Ireland in those times, and even up to and still taking place in some parts of the world. Now, what that painting always reminds me of is various items that I come across as I'm going about my business. Now, for example, and I mentioned this, it also reminds me that today is the 22nd of February 2018, and I didn't know this myself, but it's actually the chair of St. Peter the Apostle is celebrated today, Thursday the 22nd of February 2018. Now, among the many treasures that are found in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, one of them in particular enjoys a certain privilege of place. It is the chair of St. Peter, and is presently enclosed both for its preservation and for its prominence within the magnificent Bernini bronze sculpture. The tradition holds that this was the chair upon which St. Peter presided over the universal church, exercising his service as the Vicar of Christ, caring for the flock entrusted to him. And each year we celebrate the feast of the chair of St. Peter on the 22nd of February. And interestingly enough, this is an event, even an older tradition. On this precise date, St. Peter professed his faith in Jesus. "You are the Son of the living God," he said. So that's what that painting also reminds me of. It's what we celebrate when we're at Holy Mass. Now, so that's the feast of St. Peter chair today. Another item that I come across, and it's something to do with this business of to turn the cheek or to clenched fist. Now, it's a very hard thing to do if somebody insults you or this, that or the other. And generally speaking, John Malone doesn't respond too kindly to it. I don't show a clenched fist, but I do respond, generally speaking. But here is a little article. And there was a man that was supposed to be very tolerant and so on and so forth, and very Christian. And another fellow heard about him that you couldn't make him angry. He went to this man and did everything to torment him and insult him, etc., and he didn't succeed. And then he asked this simple question of his tormentor. He said, if someone offers you a gift and you do not accept the gift, to whom does the gift belong? And the tormentor said, it belongs to the giver. And then he says, when we choose not to accept, the gift stays with the giver. If someone offers you hostility, rage, contempt, and you do not accept the offering, to whom does the offering belong? The offering belongs to the giver, the man of peace continued. When we choose not to accept the insult, when we choose peace, the insult stays with the one who offered it. Why then would I choose to be upset or angry over something that does not belong to me? Now, that's just an interesting remark, and it prompted me to sort of reflect a little bit on the way one might respond to things. For example, in the situation with regard to what's happening in Ireland today. What way do we respond when we hear items on the media and what have you that we take offence at? Well, in my case, I switch it off as quick as I can, especially when I hear interviews with people that want to end life, call it pro-choice, end life in the womb, and perhaps euthanasia next, and then ones that want to protect life. And I noticed there's more hostility from interviewers on the media and in newspaper articles against the people that want to protect life and favouring the ones that want to finish life. And they generally use extreme cases. And I'll give you two examples. One is the question of, in regard to the abortion referendum, is in regard to this question of rape or incest. Now, these are extreme events and are separate altogether from the overall issue and should never be used in the context of this forthcoming referendum as regards giving away the right to life that was passed in 1983 in the referendum to protect the mother and child, and which now they want to change to do away with that and permit abortion for up to 12 weeks, in other words 3 months when a child is born, no matter whether it's normal or not normal. So this is a destructive element that's supported by some people in the business of pro-choice or whatever it is that they euphemistically call it. Whereas people that want to protect life, especially in the most vulnerable stage in the womb, for goodness sake, what is wrong with the media that they seem to sort of bring up all extreme cases to sort of have this need for abortion in this country. They talk about people that have gone to Britain, which by the way has declined, and they never mention about other solutions that doesn't involve aborting or killing a baby in the womb. The evidence in other countries is there to show the amount of babies perfectly normal that have been aborted by their mothers. This is a terrible situation to inflict on mothers. So we've spoken about this before, and I'm certainly of the opinion that the narrative wants to be more true rather than this one-sided narrative that the media keeps spouting. And by the way, when I say the media, I mean TV, radio and print. It is disgraceful that they're so much in favour of something that's actually finishing life and using extreme examples as to why it shouldn't work. You don't make laws for exceptional circumstances. In those circumstances, the unfortunate people that are caught up in that have to deal with it as best they can. The state doesn't need to be interfering the way they are.
Encouraging words, John. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Oliver.